What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I kind of want to talk about how to handle emotions in stressful situations or just in general. I'm a very emotional person. I feel very easy. I can go from 0 to 100 when it comes to sadness, anger, happiness, and it's something I've had to really consciously work on and control, and I'm still doing it. And I'm still working on it, but I want to kind of give you some things that have helped me. So first, if you're someone who doesn't like to show or feel emotions, just know that we are human. We are meant to have a spectrum of emotions, and it's okay to feel them and to show them. That doesn't make any less of you. I don't know if that makes sense, but don't fear that. We're human. You're supposed to go through all of the emotions in life. And emotions can be good or bad. And one thing I really want to touch on is that whatever you focus on does expand and attract. So there are good and bad emotions. And if you're constantly thinking poorly and negatively, and like sad, depressed, anxious, you're going to continue to feel that way. You're going to attract more situations that are going to trigger that. And it's like a hamster wheel, right? Like you think a thought, you get anxious, your body starts to feel it, and then your brain starts to continue to think anxious because now your body is feeling that anxious feeling, and it's literally a hamster wheel, but you can get out of it. Just, you gotta be a little bit more mindful. It's honestly learning how to rewire your brain, but also being conscious and aware of your thoughts and making that conscious shift. Because we wanna make sure we are in control of our emotions and our emotions are not controlling us. One example is a few weeks ago, my first dog that I grew up with passed away, and I was deeply hurt, sad, just like upset, and for a few days I was sad and like I just could not contain my emotions. I was crying all day. And of course, like what I want to touch on coming up next is like, don't suppress your emotions. Feel them. Of course, that was a legit reason for me to be upset, but it was affecting my relationships and my work. I wasn't getting anything done because all I was doing was focusing on that one thing, focusing how sad I was and just saying, oh, I'm so sad. And I kind of just took myself and I was like, okay, this is life. I'm feeling it. I'm grieving her. And then I started to, think of some good things about her and consciously kind of shift my thoughts a little bit away from it so I could bring up my energy and bring up my mood again, and allowing myself to control my emotions, not letting them control me, because at one point they were controlling me. I was just allowing the tears to come and not get work done and be angry, not want to talk to anyone, and I was like, oh, this is not okay. Like, you need to learn how to handle it a little bit better. All those are situations, but I was able to lift up my energy and get in a better state. And of course I'm still sad and I'll cry here and there, but I'm not letting it overpower my life. That's just an example. That's just recent. That's kind of like why I want to touch on this. But one thing I really do want to touch on is not to suppress your emotions. If you're feeling a fear, discomfort, angry, sad, whatever it may be, don't avoid that. Don't just like put it within. A lot of people suppress their feelings, and one of my biggest tips is to allow yourself to feel it, but to think about, why is it that you're feeling this way? And really digging deep. Is it something that you just think of something that triggered that emotion randomly? Emotions are from past traumas as a child, as years to come. So it's like really digging deep, like, why is this bothering me? Why am I angry? Why am I sad? And like really just digging deep and figure it out, and allowing yourself to feel it. Cry it out. Punch a pillow if you're angry. Scream on the top of your lungs. Let it out. Dig deep, understand, so then you can let it go. Because when you suppress it, you're just putting it back in, and it's gonna build up and gonna go around like with that hamster wheel. By allowing ourselves to feel and dig deep and understand our emotions, it allows us to connect deeper with ourselves. One thing I've really focused on is sitting in silence, thinking my thoughts, and journaling my feelings out. And it's allowing myself to uncover things, insecurities, past fears, traumas, anything like that. And it's allowing me to feel the emotions, let go of them because there's no reason for me to feel them anymore, and move it on. And I have a better control of myself, my happiness, my future. Because happiness is a choice. You have the power to be happy. You choose to be happy day in and day out. So let's start off. There's so much more I can talk about this. I would love to go deeper, but for now, let's just talk about some tips on handling some negative emotions, okay? So my first tip is to avoid situations or people that you know will trigger an emotion. If you know looking at, I'm trying to think of examples. If you know looking at your ex-boyfriend's page with his new girlfriend is gonna make you sad and angry, don't look on it. Delete him, unfollow him, stop creating reasons to feel bad for yourself and to trigger those emotions. It's not gonna help you get better. We have the power of everything, what we focus on. So if we're choosing to be sad and choosing to suffer more, that's just gonna happen. We have a choice. So focus on the good. I don't know, that kind of made no sense, but we do, our minds and us, we do choose our feelings to an extent. So if you're choosing to suffer and be sad, just avoid situations that are going to trigger and cause that, like, and cause it to get worse. You know what I'm saying? That was a little confusing, but I hope you get the gist. If you know that, like, what, you know, if you go to work and you're constantly anxious because you're gonna be late, then you become an aggressive driver, you get angry, and then you show up to work stressed, anxious, kind of irritated by all the horrible drivers, avoid that. Wake up 10 minutes earlier and give yourself some more space so you can have a calm drive. You can listen to some music, you can sing, get yourself in a good mood instead of rushing and, like, through traffic, possibly get in an accident. Like, again, that's another choice. Think about some things. What are things that make you feel a certain way? Situations, people. Try to avoid those. If you start to feel overwhelmed, upset, whatever the emotion is, take a second. And if you need to go for a walk, go for it, and take deep breaths. Literally, like, not like a, no, it's gonna get worse. Literally, like, deep breaths, and focus on that breath. Literally think about, like, holding it in, and as you exhale, you're exhaling that emotion, and focus on that. That's why meditation and, like, breathing classes are really helpful, especially people who are very anxious, angry, emotional. Like, it really helps, and I'm talking firsthand. Like, I'm not telling you to do these things because I know better. I'm telling you because I've experienced it, and these are things that have helped me. I've had anger issues. I've gone to therapy. Go to therapy. These are just tactics I've learned throughout the years that have helped me. I know have helped others, and that's why I want to share with you. But anyways, taking a deep breath and just focus on that breathing and calming yourself down. The third tip is shift your thought. If the second you think of a bad situation, a bad person, something that's gonna make you upset, you need to start learning how to kind of, like, stop yourself or be conscious of your thoughts. So when you think that way, just be like, nope, we're not going there anymore. Nope, we're not gonna do it, and shift your thought. It might take a few times. You might have to talk to yourself. It doesn't matter. Try to shift your thoughts. And of course, shifting them to something that makes you feel happy and good. If it's your dog, if it's your best friend, if it's your parents, if it's your children, I don't know what it may be. Think of just something that's going to make you feel good, because thoughts and our feelings and our bodies, like, all correlate. And I'm gonna go way into deeper discussion on that one day, but it's true. You have a thought and it causes a feeling in your body, and that feeling then creates, like confirms that thought with your head. So it's a wheel. So if you're thinking negative, poor, sad, angry thoughts, that is a horrible hamster wheel to be in. Versus happy, joyful, appreciative, grateful, that is an amazing wheel to be in. And literally a few weeks ago, I was in that like sad, just really upset, down wheel constantly. Didn't want to eat, was just upset. And I got myself up and to be happy and grateful and appreciative for what I had. And, like, you guys, my vibe has been on another level this week, 2 weeks. Oh my God. So shift your mind. It might not change the situation, but it's going to change how you feel and how you think. And at the end of the day, you only have the power of your feelings and your thoughts. You can't change people, you can't change situations, but being in control of your feelings and choosing not to dwell and focus on that horrible, sad thought, and choosing to make that shift, you're going to feel good. You're gonna feel in control and in power, and it's gonna take time, but I promise you it's gonna be amazing. When you're kind of like thinking that way, like when you're taking the deep breaths, when you're shifting your thoughts, one thing that really helped me was making a list. Even you can write it down on your phone or just in your head, things you are grateful for, and start with that. List 3 things that you're grateful for and 3 things that you love about yourself, because living in gratitude and appreciation, that raises your vibration because you are grateful for what you have. Just saying things that you love about yourself, you're getting in that loving vibration, and it's going to help slowly distract your mind off of whatever you were just focusing on, that stress, that pressure, that sadness, and it's going to bring you up into a different energy vibration, and you're going to feel better, and that's going to attract better, happier things. You feel me? I hope so. So I hope these tips help avoid situations, take deep breaths, go for a walk, shift your mindset, choose things to be grateful for and that you love about yourself, and slowly, day by day, this is something that you're going to actually have to put work in. It's not easy. Like, if it was easy, we'd all be happy and bubbly, but no, it's not easy. It took me time to overcome depression and anxiety. I used to be medicated. I'm not medicated anymore, and it's going to take time. It's like, you know, creating a habit going to the gym or whatnot. So just focus on it. Try being conscious of what you're thinking and what you're telling yourself, and start with like trying not to complain for a day. I remember somebody challenged me that, and I was like, I used to literally take pride and be like, I'm a complainer, deal with it. Like, what? Of course I'm gonna complain, and then more things I want to complain about kept coming to me. Like, oh my god, hamster wheel. Anyways, I really hope those tips help you out. Just know you're human. It's okay. Feel the emotion, but learn when to, you know, make a shift and cut it off, because it's not serving you. Suffering is not serving you. We were not put on this earth to suffer and feel these negative emotions. So that is like a trick in the mind. It's something you need to really focus on, make a shift, and just being conscious of it and just doing it day by day, it will work, and I promise you will feel a lot better. I'll go deeper into another video on some things like this. This is just something I wanted to briefly touch on. If you have any questions or want a specific video on anything else or any more tools, put a comment here below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you for watching, and until the next video, bye.